Hi everyone, I'm back for flosstube number 20. I'm Needlecraft Danny here and on Instagram, so for more frequent updates, go check out my Instagram profile. I'm back for my WIP update 2 days after I uploaded my last one. And there's a whole week of stitching in between there. So yeah, technical problems. You may have seen it already with the last video. In the middle, there is picture and sound out of sync, and I mean big time out of sync. I'm very sorry. As I told you in my last video, I nevertheless wanted to upload the video just because I couldn't redo and I wanted to show you what I've done. But technical problems did not stop there. So I filmed it on Tuesday, realized it just before uploading that there were some problems in the video. And then I spent 2 days thinking about what I'm going to do with this video. On Thursday, I decided I put a short clip in front of the video to explain what's going to happen in the video, and then upload the video. When I'm done with editing the video, I have to finish the video. I have to convert it into another format. Normally, that takes about an hour. This time, more than 4 hours. I don't know why. I had videos close to an hour. I mean, it was nearly 1.5 hours, but nevertheless, I had videos close to an hour and it only took an hour to convert it. I don't know why it took more than 4 hours. I have no idea. That's just what happened. So, yeah, I dealt with that. And then I tried to upload. And when I upload a video, YouTube tells me which percentage is already uploaded, and then when it's at 100, I can click go online, and then the video is online and everyone can see. It was at 100% and I clicked go online and it did not work. I have no idea why it didn't work. It just did not work. And then the site closed. And it was gone. So I decided to go to bed on Thursday and try again on Friday. So on Friday, I tried again. I opened the box upload video, and I was selecting my file to upload. It wouldn't allow me to select my file. I closed everything down, let it sit there, and on Saturday I tried again. So I could select my file. Woo! First step. And it uploaded, and it was at 99%, and I waited for it to turn to 100 and give me the go online button. It went from 99% to nothing. There was you already uploaded this video, the exact same video, and yeah. And I was like, yeah, but where is it? So YouTube showed me where my video from Thursday was, and I could open it. But in the description box, where I linked my projects, that has all gone missing. But I couldn't open the video from Saturday where I wrote all the description again with all my projects, and I couldn't open it to copy and paste those links and put them in the video from Thursday. So I had to delete the video from Saturday because I couldn't open it again, because the one I uploaded on Thursday had the priority rights. Yeah. So then I started rewriting the description box. YouTube, or I do it I write the name of the project and then I go to an old video of mine where I already had this project, open the link from the video, and then copy and paste the link from the link bar. because YouTube shortens the links. You can click on them, that's no problem, but they don't write them in full length, which I totally understand. You don't want to have 4 lines of link. Okay, I understand it. But then you can't copy and paste the link from there. So I always have to open the page and copy and paste from there. So I did that, and finally on Saturday I could upload and go online with my video. It was a huge relief. And the even bigger relief was when I received a comment on how it's not as bad with my picture and sound being out of sync as I feared it to be. I got the nicest comment, don't worry, and everything's fine. And that helped me a lot because I was not sure if I should upload like that. For me, flosstube is an opportunity to talk about my stitching. I don't have anyone in real life who stitches. Even other needlecraft like knitting, crochet, that's very rare. So it's for me, it's the perfect possible opportunity to talk about it. And it's a great feeling if somebody's listening, commenting, liking, subscribing. So I don't want to ruin this great feeling by uploading a video which you don't like. So yeah, I was feeling a bit odd about it, and yeah, that comment helped a lot. So thank you very much. And now let's get into my WIP updates. I talked about 7 minutes about technical problems. I hope this one is going without one. So yeah, let's get started. As I told you last time, I'm in the Enchanted Stitching Challenges Facebook group. They have every week 4 challenges for a Disney movie. In October, the Disney movie is Nightmare Before Christmas. And I've now seen the movie. Woo! But I forgot to take pictures, so I don't get any points for the challenge. So maybe I have to watch it again. It was a nice video, so a nice movie, so yeah, I might do that. But for last week's homework or challenges, you should stitch on a holiday. So Jack encounters different holiday doors, and you should say which door you would choose and what you stitch on that. So I choose the Halloween door because I stitched on Raven Queen by Mirabilia. And that's been actually a new start. So I stitch it on a 32 count linen, Belfast linen, 2/2. And I think it's stone gray, but I'm not sure. It might be another gray. Is it right? Yeah, this is where I got to. So I started, I have to look where. I started down here and worked my way up. And next I want to go over into the raven, over his shoulder into the raven, and then work my way up and start from top down. Yeah, the needle minder is from Dankai Designs. And so far, I'm really happy. And I'm using the DMC black, and I'm happy with the coverage as well. So yeah, very happy with that one. But as I told you last time, I have goals for every project. And the goal for Raven Queen was to get it started. So I have accomplished that one. And that means Raven Queen is out of rotation and out of challenges for the rest of the year. I won't stitch on her anymore for the rest of the year. So it's kind of sad because I really like her. It was the first Mirabilia I bought, and she's kind of been a priority piece to me because I really love her. But yeah, I have so many projects and I want to get some good progress into some of them. So I decided to put it into timeout till the end of the year. Yeah. Next challenge was something you were excited about or are excited about, but you don't fully understand. I went with the Twisted Band Sampler by Northern Expressions Needlework because there are a lot of specialty stitches in there. And I only look at the next band, so I have no idea what those are or those and so on. And I can stitch them because I always have to learn them. So that's that one. I show you a picture of what this one looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at now. So I'm stitching this one on 32 count 1/2 with dinky dyes. And the fabric is a white opalasa and Belfast linen. I finished band 1, and since last time I finished the first half with the lighter pink or the medium pink, the first half of the second band, and started on the second color in the second band. So the dark pink, that's Shades of Wine by Dinky Dyes, the color. And I did all those eyelet stitches already with the dark pink, which is actually red, but yeah, it's called dark pink. And then I started with the Smyrna cross variations. I have to finish those till down here, and then some diagonal herringbone stitches, and then I'm done with band 2. For this one, my goal for this year is to finish band 3, which is another cross stitch band, and it's a big one, but we'll see. The needle minder is from Denka Designs, and yeah, here we go. I'm really happy with what I've accomplished. I needed 250 stitches, so each leg of a specialty stitch is half a stitch. So the eyelet stitches, actually, one eyelet was worth 4 stitches, and with the Smyrna cross variation, one cross was worth 8 stitches. So yeah, great. And that's that one. Next one was Sally Cooks for Jack or Dr. Finkenstein or something like that. Oops. I decided she cooks for Jack. Sorry, my notes fell. She cooks for Jack, and she uses lavender. So I took my lavender tablecloth. It's by Rico Designs. Up here. And yeah, I show you a picture of where it was like last time. And this is where I got to. So I finished the back stitching over here, and then I finished this one completely with all the back stitching and got started on those down here. And that's probably where I go to next. I stitch those. Those are over here. No, those over here. So I have those two done, and I'm currently stitching on those. And I might get those two in there as well before I have to move my hoop. So yeah, happy with that one. And you will see this again in this video. So yeah. Next one. Something new. Stitch on something which was new to you or for you. I decided to go with Colorado Mountains by Golden Kite because it was my first started full coverage piece. And that's been something new to me. So yeah, started with this one. I show you a picture of what it was like last time. And this is what it looks like right now. I finished this column, and that means I have a page finished. I'm super happy to have this page finished because there's so much confetti in there. And the confetti goes further. As long as I'm in the mountains, there's confetti. But every column I managed to complete. feels so great. And now I even have a page completed. So yeah, that's really, really cool. I stitched this one on a 25 count even weave, 2 over 1 10 stitches. And my goal for this one, to finish this column and the next one, which means I would have 1.5 pages done, and that's my goal for the year. For those 510 stitches, I needed about 7 hours. This confetti is driving me nuts. It's really, really challenging to keep going. But I love how it turns out. I mean, it looks perfectly photorealistic, and I love that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to this one because I really like it. I know it's challenging and it takes a long time, but I love it. I love how it turns out. So I have a page finished. The needle minder is from Denka Designs, and I hope to get back to this one soon. I don't know when, but it would be nice to finish my goal. So yeah, Colorado Mountains by Golden Kite. And that's been all the challenges for last week. As I said, I forgot to post my pictures for the watch party. So you watch the movie and at the same time stitch, then you get some points, or you get points if you only watch the video. You get some more points if you watch the video and stitch. And you get even more points if you watch the video and stitch on something related to the video, so related to Halloween. I'm still thinking about what piece I'm going to stitch on for that, but I'm quite sure I'm going to watch again and stitch at the same time. So we'll see what's the project going to be. So after I'm finished all my challenges, I had 1 day left on the rotation. Yeah. I finished on Saturday, so I had some time left on Saturday and 1 complete day on Sunday. And I looked at my rotation and I didn't feel the project. So I decided, well, I make a tiny decisions wheel with all the projects that I did not finish the goal yet. And I picked some of those. Because there were all my projects in, except for the Raven Queen, I decided to just go with what I feel like. And what I felt like was my favorite WIP. The Lilac Fairy by Vivaco. It's a kit. And I just decided to stitch something on her. So I show you a picture of where I was like last time you saw it. And this is where I'm at now. So since you saw it last, there was the 24 hours of cross stitch in between, and I did not show you a picture. Or the picture was before the 24 hours of cross stitch because I did not make pictures while doing the 24 hours. But during the 24 hours, I did quite a lot on those flowers, and I had 1 strand of floss still in there, so I finished that one up. And then just moved over to the background and finished the second color of background in this part. I divided the background into 3 parts. The one left to her left wing, the one in between her wings, and right of her wing. So I finished this color left of her wing. I got a bit more done in the middle of her wings. And as soon as I'm done here, I will go over and finish a bit more over there. But I first want to complete those flowers. So that's going to be the next thing I'm going to stitch on. I finished those flowers. I think there are still 5 or 6 colors in there, but not a whole length of thread. So yeah, I have to stop them or go somewhere else. So I think 1 color, I missed 2 or 3 stitches over here. I missed 2 stitches here, and then I can start over there with this color. So we'll see. And then a lot of background. And my goal for this one is to finish those flowers. And the background, there are 2 parts of background. So in the bottom, there's some background with some more flowers. and then the top there's background, and in between there's a part which is not covered with floss, which is left empty to show the fabric, because the fabric is also lilac Ada. I did not tell you. It's lilac Ada 14 count, and the flowers and her you stitch 2/1, and the background 1/1. So yeah, that's kind of my plan, to finish the background on top, to finish the flowers, and then I have just her left to stitch until I'm way more to the bottom. So yeah, that's my lilac fairy, and I stitched on her on Saturday. On Sunday, I decided to pull another project out, because I was sitting here and not knowing what to stitch. I did not know what I should work on. I did not want to pull my WIP, my wheel, my decisions wheel. I did not feel like stitching. So I scrolled through Facebook, and someone, I forgot to write down the name, someone posted a picture of a page finish on a project I also have going as a WIP. And yeah, that's when I pulled out my WIP. I'm talking about I Haven't Enough Designs. It's called 4 Seasons, and artwork is by Jasa Gierka. I pulled it out. I saw the picture and decided, yeah, I have to work on this one. So that's what I did. I show you a picture of what it was like last time. And this is where I'm at right now. Oops. Okay. That's working. The last picture you saw again was before the 24 hours of cross stitch. So in the 24 hours of cross stitch, I started in this 20 on 20 block here. I stitched this one in 20 on 20 blocks. I started on this one, and yesterday I finished this one and started the next one. My goal, my yearly goal for this one, is to finish this 20 on 20 block, and then I'm done with the project. It's stitched on 25 count, 1/1, even weave. I don't know what the color is. It's some kind of beige color. The needle minder is from Danka Designs. And I think before starting the challenges, I try to finish this one. I really feel this project, and I know as soon as I reach my goal, I'm not stitching on this one for the rest of the year. But it's also nice to have some more or some less WIPs to choose from. So yeah, I might finish this one up and then get started on challenges. But I love how it turns out. It's really cool. So yeah, that's that one. Again, my notes fell. So I'll leave this one over here. It's a big roll, so it takes a lot of space. That's kind of complicated sometimes. Yeah. Wow. For the next one, I have to first search for a picture, because I think I mentioned last time, I'm going to stitch every day on the Joyful Waltz cell. Every day, half an hour, to try get finished November and October. Half of October is already done, and I'm not sure if I managed half of the piece, but yeah. I show you first what it's supposed to look like. That's November. And then I show you a picture of where it was like last time here. And this is where I'm at now. So I finished the frame, I finished the name. I started on the ground, and then I finished this thing over here completely. I still need the bottom, but yeah, the thing itself is done, the plant. And then I started on the peacock. I did his feathers on top, and I started on his body, and that's where I'm going to stitch next today, because I did not yet stitch my 30 minutes a day today. Yeah, that's that one. So we'll see if I finish. during October. But I have, I think, 1 or 2 focus on a finish rotations planned in October, so that's where I'm going to get a good amount on this one done, hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, that's everything I stitched on. So let's get into plans for next week. As I said, my rotation just gone out the window. I'm going to stitch whatever I feel like. The only thing I kind of plan is my challenges for the Enchanted Stitching Challenge. So this morning they got released, or somewhere during the night, but I saw them this morning. So the first one is that Jack gives everyone in Halloween Town a task to complete. So the challenge for us is to stitch on something we stitch for someone else. The only project I have I stitch for someone else are my wedding birds by Nikki Pattern on Etsy. Because I stitched this one for my boyfriend's sister. She's getting married next year, and that's the thing I want to give them. So here we go. I'm presently, sorry, I have to sort my stuff a bit more. I'm presently not that far. That's where I'm at. You can't see the fabric in the slightest, the color of the fabric, but yeah. Needleminder is from Denka Designs, and I'm stitching on 22 count 2/1, and the 3 I'm stitching in B50-200, and that's where I'm going to continue. Just a lot of white stitches. But yeah, that's wedding birds, and we'll see if I can get 250 stitches in. That's a lot of progress on this one, I think. That would be nice. So yeah. Next one is, or the next challenge. The task Sally gets from Jack is to sew the Santa Claus outfit. So we should stitch on something with clauses or costumes. I thought about this one a long time because I normally don't have a lot of people in my stitching. So the one I went with was Royal Games 1 by Mirabilia. That's definitely costumes or clothing. I think that's costumes. So yeah, that's the one I'm going to stick with. Presently, with this one, that's where I'm at. My goal on this one is to get up to her face. Technically, that's her chin. But I want to like stitch so that you can see her face. So I thought about stitching my way further up, finish her face, go into the hair or the crown, because you can kind of count the crown as a costume. So that's kind of the goal. Here we go. That's 32 count 2/2, and the fabric is a white opalescent Belfast linen. And so far, I love how it turns out. The rose is completely done in a hand with all the beads and stuff. The hand is missing the back stitch, but yeah, technically it's done. So beautiful. I love how this one is turning out. I really adore it. So yeah, some more stitches into that one. 250 stitches would be great. That's a lot of progress on her. Yeah. So third task is about the Oogie Boogie's boys. They're supposed to kidnap Santa. So you should stitch on their colors. So for lock on red, for shock on purple or green, and barrel black or white. Yeah, that was another one where I was like, yeah, I don't really know what to stitch on. I decided, as I said, it's coming back. Lavender Garden. Because for red, I can stitch on those red plants in here. For purple, the purple ones, or some green if it's missing. And for black, I can just do the backstitch then here. Because you can choose for yourself how many stitches in which color, and yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate it as many stitches as I have in red and purple. Down here, I'm going to stitch on this one as well to get some more red and purple in. The green will help a bit, and then the rest I'm going to finish the back stitching. But first I have to stitch those beige colors down here. So yeah, I would like if I don't have to stitch as many and just get a bit of back stitching and to finish the challenge. But we'll see. You already saw it, but I'll just show you once more. There's, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a bit of a bump on the camera. What I wanted to show you was that there's a bit of green missing in here. The purples and reds are completely missing, and yeah, I have not yet stitched the base so that I can backstitch it, so I have to do that first. And up here there's missing some reds and stuff, so yeah, we'll see. That's that one, and the last one, I'm not sure yet. As I said, the challenges got released this morning, and there have appeared some questions, especially for the last one. There's a question which is kind of essential. You should stitch on something that flies because Santa needs transportation. And the question is, do I have to stitch on something that flies? Do I have to stitch on it itself, or does it just have to be in the design? If it only has to be in the design, I'm going to do Mini Winter Rose, Heaven and Earth Designs, artworks by Rachel Anderson. You saw that probably a lot. If you're a regular watcher of my videos, because I stitched on her a lot over the last 3 months. Yeah, so if I don't have to stitch on herself, I'm going to go with this one. Presently, presently, that's where I'm at with her. Yeah, that works great. She stitched on 28 count 2/110 stitches, and I don't want to show you my back. 2/110 stitches, and my goal for the year is to finish page 2. Page 2 ends down here and over here. So there's still a lot to do on page 2, but a lot of color blocks. So I would like to stitch a bit. Oh, that's better. I would like to stitch on this one some more to get a good start on the second page, to get some more progress in there. So, but if I have to stitch on something that flies itself, I can't use this one because I don't want to go on page 4 or 5 already. I want to finish page 2 and 3 first. So something that flies itself, I'm going to go back with wedding birds and stitch on the birds. I hope this one will be explained and be clarified till like tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So if I stitch on this one, I can decide to go up and already make my way up to the birds, so that I don't have so much to count when I really have to stitch on them. So yeah, let's see. Because otherwise, if I don't have to stitch on the birds, I'm going to go a bit further down here to the stem of the tree and then work my way up or something like that. So yeah, we'll see which project I'm going to work on. And we're especially going to see which project I'm working on outside of the challenges, because I have no idea. I'm quite sure I finished 4 seasons, or the block in 4 seasons, but yeah, that's kind of all I know for now. And then we'll see what's left of my goals and what I'm going to stitch on. So yeah, it will be a surprise for all of us. Sorry, again, bumped against the camera. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope it's going to finish and convert better than the last one, and I have it up in no time. Yeah, and I see you next week. I hope you have a wonderful stitchy week, and see you next time. Bye.